Today is Friday, September 3rd. Welcome to this edition of Nevada County Now. Today's episode we're talking smoke, draft horse, recall, and more. This episode is brought to you in part by Stiefel Financial, and also the generous donations of viewers like you. Thank you. Hello and welcome to Nevada County Now. I'm your host, Cole Pettit. It's been a wonderful couple of days here in Nevada County with cooler weather and minimal smoke. It seems unlikely to last though, with two large fires, the Caldor and the Dixie fire, still burning nearby, and temperatures set to increase over the weekend. The Caldor fire has grown to 212,907 acres and is 29% contained. 857 structures have been destroyed, 55 have been damaged, and 31,901 are still threatened. Meanwhile, the Dixie Fire has now burned 868,781 acres and is 55% contained. The cooler weather over the last few days provided some nice relief to all of us and allowed firefighters to make some progress on these fires. But temperatures are set to increase over the 3-day weekend, topping out on Monday in the mid-90s around here and up over triple digits down in the valley. The smoke forecast through the National Weather Service in Sacramento indicates the potential return of smoke over the weekend, as the high-pressure system over the region will limit the movement of smoke. Expect additional smoke impacts to settle back into Placerville, Sly Park, Roseville, and Auburn. Due to the continued impact of the fires, the U.S. Forest Service extended the closure of the national forests. This temporary closure of all national forests in California went into effect August 31st and will last through September 17th. We are still seeing significant spread of COVID-19 throughout our community. Our overall total now sits at 7,503 confirmed cases, an increase of 492 cases this week. 712 cases are currently active with 22 hospitalizations, and thankfully this week, no deaths. Our total remains at 85. With more on the COVID situation, as well as additional news from the county, here's Taylor Wolfe, Public Information Officer for the County of Nevada.
Happy Friday, everyone. For today's Nevada County update, I'll share the latest on COVID-19, celebrating National Preparedness Month and Suicide Prevention Awareness Month in September, and a reminder to get out and vote. COVID transmission in Nevada County continues to be at record highs, with the second highest number of new cases added to our dashboard on Tuesday this week. Recent data shows that upwards of 90% of new cases are the Delta variant, and there has been an uptick in cases in children from 0 to 17. Last week, we saw record numbers of hospitalizations for Nevada County. COVID hospitalizations have been slightly lower this week, and we continue to see the large majority of hospitalizations occurring in unvaccinated individuals. During this week's Q&A with our media partners, our public health team provided some additional insight.
The number of children who are being infected with COVID-19 to increase, and that is definitely represented in what schools are putting out to parents as well. We have a number of cases and outbreaks occurring in schools throughout Western County. I will say we've had kids that are quite ill. We have had children who have been Nevada County resident children who have been hospitalized. I don't know if any have been hospitalized recently. We don't have pediatric units in our hospitals here, so if there is a child that's getting hospitalized, they're likely to be hospitalized in the Roseville, Sacramento area or farther. But yes, so there are children who are mildly ill and recover quickly, and others who have been quite sick.
The Delta variant we thought was just more contagious, and we left it at that. It's not true. There's more recent studies that show that it is more virulent. It causes more severe illness than the previous strains. So that's the problem. Not only makes you it's more contagious, but it can make you sicker. We've probably given a little bit more than 110,000 immunizations in our county. 58% of our county is fully immunized, and about 67% are partially immunized.
COVID testing continues to be highly utilized, operating at nearly 100% capacity last week, even with adding Saturdays to the site's weekly schedule. If you are experiencing COVID-like symptoms or have had a COVID exposure, book an appointment at lhi.care/COVID testing. All 3 COVID vaccines are safe, effective, and widely available. Book an appointment or find walk-in clinics at myturn.ca.gov. September marks both National Preparedness Month and National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Stay prepared this fire season and be ready for a public safety power shutoff event. Know your zone, sign up for Code Red emergency alerts to your home and work address, and have supplies ready if the power goes out. Find more preparedness information at readynevadacounty.org. As part of Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, Nevada County has community training opportunities and a virtual suicide prevention town hall with UBNet next week and in late September. The trainings and virtual town hall will review the warning signs of suicide and where you can go for help if you or someone you know is struggling. Register for these events and learn more at letstalknevadacounty.org. Early voting for the governor recall election has begun, and registered Nevada County voters have started receiving their ballots in the mail. 2 vote centers will open this Saturday through Election Day, September 14th, at the Eric Rood Center in Nevada City and the Truckee Town Hall. Find more information on how to vote by mail or 14 Dropbox locations or where you can vote in person at mynevadacounty.com/elections. Outside of the current statewide election, you can now vote for your favorite artist bus wrap for our transit system, Nevada County Connects. Vote for your favorite design this September at mynevadacounty.com/busart. That's it for my Nevada County update this week. Find all this information and more by subscribing to our weekly newsletter at mynevadacounty.com/Nevada County News. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thanks, Taylor. This year's Draft Horse Classic has been canceled for the 2nd year in a row. The Nevada County Fairgrounds Board of Directors voted Monday evening at a special board meeting to cancel the 2021 Draft Horse Classic. The Classic was originally scheduled to run from September 16th through the 19th. The board made the decision to cancel the event after carefully reviewing the amended Nevada County Public Health Order, which prohibits indoor and outdoor gatherings or events where 2,500 or more people will be in attendance until further notice. Board President Andrew Trigg said the Draft Horse Classic is a popular event that draws more than 15,000 people over 4 days. There's no practical way for us to limit attendance to the levels allowed and still maintain the quality and integrity of the show. For more information about the Draft Horse Classic and the Nevada County Fairgrounds, visit nevadacountyfair.com. The recall election is underway here in California, and Tuesday night we had an educational event here at Nevada County Media in partnership with the League of Women Voters of Western Nevada County and the Nevada County Elections Department. This event featured Nevada County Clerk Recorder Gregory Diaz and Assistant Clerk Recorder Natalie Adona answering questions from the League and the community. We'll leave you tonight with a brief clip from this event. You can find the full video, complete with timestamps, on Nevada County Media's YouTube page. Remember, stay safe, take care of each other. We'll see you next week.
One of the important things to note is that the election is on September 14th, 2021. The polls open at 7 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. But voting is going on right now. Like you had mentioned at the top, we are a Voters' Choice Act county, so that means that every registered and active voter gets a ballot. And you can return that ballot once you vote it by U.S. mail. You can return it using one of the drop boxes that we have throughout the county, or you can come in person at a vote center and vote. One of those is at the Rood Center. The other is at Truckee Town Hall. We have vote center at Gold Miners Inn, and then a vote center over at Higgins Lyons Community Center in South County.
The recall ballot will have 2 contests on them, and they're really independent questions. The first question, shall Gavin Newsom be removed? You can vote yes or no. that has no bearing on how you can answer the second question. If you choose to write Gavin Newsom in as a write-in, we cannot count that vote because we can only count certified write-ins, and Gavin Newsom is not a certified write-in. Furthermore, according to the election code, the target of a recall cannot be a replacement candidate. So I don't want to dissuade voters from writing in who they want to write in, but I want to make sure voters understand that only certified write-ins can be counted by our office.
Thank you, and I think that's really important because there did seem to be a few questions around this issue sort of generally, but so I think what you said about the two contests is really helpful. So even if the person voted no on the first one, even if they put Gavin Newsom or Mickey Mouse, the no still stands.
Separate and distinct contest or question in the second. Right.
Really important. Thank you.
And no matter how you vote on the first question, yes or no, and whatever you do on the second question, it's not going to void the ballot. Okay?
Thank you.
A lot of folks are thinking if I vote no and then vote for a replacement candidate, that's going to void the whole ballot. No.